I want to go over the top 5 best, in my opinion anyway, video editing apps for the iPhone that I've been using this year. And there are a load of free apps now on the iPhone that are really, really good and useful. And depending on what kind of video editor you are, if you're a real beginner up to kind of almost a pro, then I think there's a lot of apps here that are going to help you. Let's start off with the first one, which actually, in my opinion, is the basic photo editor in the iPhone now. And Apple have made a load of upgrades to this recently, and it's actually really useful. So the first thing is, if you're really not looking to edit things, you're not looking to cut videos together, rearrange things, you're just looking really for a way to make the video maybe pop out and stand out a little bit, change the colors, change the style, and also change just the entry and exit point of the video. So, you know, if you record a video for social media and maybe for the first second, you're like not really looking at the camera or anything, you can actually just edit the start point. So just bring it right into when you start speaking. So that instantly makes your video just look better. You can also do that for the end point as well. You also have really good features to change the look and feel of the video. So the exposure, the saturation, the colors, the style, there are loads of tools within the basic photo editor that let you do this. And they all use this slider bar. It's super easy and really just a plug and play sort of thing. There's no learning curve here. You literally just press and you can change it really simply. Also, one thing that is great about this editor is you can change the aspect ratio at a touch of a button. So if you want to put something on Instagram, but you filmed it the wrong way, you can literally just change that with one button. It won't put any black bars anywhere on the video. It's just going to zoom in and change the aspect ratio right for you in there. And that is really what most people want. Just change maybe the colors, change the aspect ratio, put it on Twitter or Instagram or whatever. It's really easy to do just in the basic editor on the iPhone. Moving up a level and up a gear, definitely some more in-depth features, some more professional features here is iMovie on the iPhone. So this is way more complex. So on this one, you can cut clips. So you can go anywhere in the timeline, anywhere on your video and cut. And that means that you can essentially rearrange clips. You can add more clips into a timeline. So if you've shot maybe 4 or 5 different video clips, you can import them all into this timeline, cut them around and then mix and match them together, which is definitely more like a real video editor. You can also edit the look, feel, style of videos very easily here. And you can also detach the audio, which is something you can't do in the basic, the photo editor that you get on the iPhone. So you can actually remove the audio from the video clips that you've shot, which may be something you want to do if you want to put maybe some audio on top of it. You can also just change the volume of the audio. So if it's too loud or maybe it's too quiet or you just don't want it there, you can change all of that in iMovie. There's also things that iMovie calls themes, and they're not the best, but there are some there. I would say themes, there are way better themes than a couple of the other apps that I'll start talking about in a second. So there are some, like the news theme. It looks okay. It's pretty basic. They do get beaten out by other apps, but it's there if you want it. One thing massive about iMovie though is if you have a Mac or any other Apple device, if you're editing stuff in iMovie on your iPhone, it's so easy to just send it over to your Mac using AirDrop, and all the files and all the systems, they're all the same. So you can just transfer it right onto your Mac and start editing it in iMovie on your Mac. So that's another really simple and easy thing with iMovie. Within iMovie on the iPhone though, it's actually easier to do certain things. I found it easier to do green screen and also picture in picture. They're literally just options in a drop down. You just select the video that you want to put into the other video. It just goes right in there. And then you can edit it around really easily. Some things I think are easier to do with your fingers rather than a mouse. That is for me. iMovie is a solid choice. Premiere Rush is awesome. I absolutely love it and it works really well on the iPhone. It is free. There are some premium upgrades as well. It keeps asking me if I want to export videos in 4K instead of 1080p, which for me, I don't really care about 4K exporting really, but obviously that's one of the paid options. It actually says that it's free to do it if you upgrade, but I guess it's free for maybe a while and then starts charging you. It really wants you to go into the Adobe Cloud subscription, although you certainly don't need to get most of the features. The way that this is laid out, if you're a video editor at all, then you're definitely going to like this app. It just is like doing it on a PC or a Mac. You have loads of different tracks and there's loads of options within those tracks. So for example, you can actually have an audio track separate to the video track and you can record a voiceover right there. So there's a small red dot, you just press that and you start recording voiceover. So that's gonna save you a ton of time if you have something, maybe you need to record a voiceover on the fly or you just need to do that. It's right there in the app, it's really, really simple. There's also loads of different presets. So there's fade cuts, fade to white or fade to black, really simple to do right there in the app. It's also easy to speed ramp video here, which is quite a professional way of doing things. So you actually change the speed of video and it makes it look really cool with some transitions. Really easy to do that in Rush. It's right there. You can just change the speed of video really easily. Also, resizing is really easy in this app. It gives you a few options. So the tool option for Instagram, square, and a few more. Just touch that and it's going to resize everything for you. And then you can go up to the video and pinch and zoom and move around as well. Really easy in this app. I love the layout. I love the way that everything is set out. It's really easy, simple, but also powerful as well. InShot has made the list mainly because you can actually do three things on this. You can edit video, you can also edit photos, and you can make collages all within one app. And I would say that maybe Rush is a little bit more professional in terms of what you can do, but actually this one has some features that Rush doesn't, including text effects and animated GIFs and animations that are right within the app that you can put on your videos. And depending on what kind of user you are, this actually might be a really cool feature for you. Stickers are really good, and there's also like subscribe buttons. If you're making videos for YouTube, you have that subscribe button right there. It's animated, looks really cool, saves you working with green screens and importing different click buttons and having to find them. So it's right there in the app. So it actually does save a lot of time for some people. You can also change aspect ratios in this one. So as I said, if you filmed in a wide aspect ratio and you want to tone it long for Instagram, you can do that. But there were always like blurry bars on the left and right or the top and bottom. Also, if there are blurry bars, then you're going to get the InShot logo. So that's definitely a downer for me. I don't ever want a logo on my videos or blurry bars. So what I would suggest is maybe just changing the aspect ratio in the iPhone photo editor first and then putting it into this one to add some of your text effects. Something really good about this one though is that you can add music onto your videos from iTunes, either your iTunes library or you can go to iTunes and get pretty much anything. So that's really cool. Definitely some copyright issues if you're going to upload this to YouTube, but if you're just sharing it amongst yourselves or just making it for yourself, putting some really cool music on there, it's really easy in this app. VLLO or VLLO, I don't know how to say this one, but I like the app. Overall, it's really simple. And this one stands out for me because it has separated tracks for pretty much everything. So you have the original video that you can edit in pretty much any way that you want. And actually recently they've added some really intricate features on how to edit the video. So you can edit the cut points. You can also edit the aspect ratio at really small different indicators. It's a really cool way that they've done it recently. But the tracks are really the main event. And so instead of editing the original video file, that just stands at the top and then all your edits come underneath that. So if you want to change the colors and the style and the edits and everything like that, you actually just add those as tracks underneath the video and then you change them. So the original video never gets changed. That means that you can really easily add, edit, take away, delete any of your other edits for that video, which I think is a really cool thing. Adding music and voiceovers is really easy too. Again, that is just one of the separate tracks that you can edit. They do have some really cool preset styles that you can put onto your video to change the look and feel, but you can't really change them individually. So I like to edit video myself. I can change the exposure and the saturation and the colors individually myself, not using a preset style. You can't do that on this app unless you upgrade to the premium version, which is kind of annoying. Again, you can do that in some of the other apps. So you may want to do that first in other apps and then load into this app for some extra features. I really like the way you add text onto the movie in this app as well. iMovie is kind of limited with that. You have some features with the text, some different styles, but I don't think it's that great. With this app, definitely is good. You have so many different text features and fonts. Then choose what you want. You can put it anywhere on the screen. You can resize it. It's really simple. I think it looks really good. You can use it for subtitles or you can just annotate different parts of the movie. It's definitely a good feature, better than iMovie in my opinion in terms of the text that you can add. And you just layer it in that track below the original video, so it's super easy to do. There are certainly a ton of really good free video editors for iPhone right now and Android as well. Let me know if you like these, hate these, which ones I missed out that should be in the next video. As always, let me know what you think in the comments. That's it for now though. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one.